to Mr. Nico Kleynhans. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you and to everybody.
So there's a famous saying from Mr. Bill Clinton, which we won't necessarily repeat, but the words, "it's the economy," was part of what he said.
It was a very clever statement that he made at one of his debates, and it turned the debate and the election in his favor. So it is about the economy. Now, South Africa, we love talking about our country. We talk about Eskom. We talk about corruption. We talk about the government. We talk about the Minister of Police. We talk about Gwede Mantashe. Why don't we speak more about the beauty of our country? Why don't we speak of the beauty of driving to Montague on that beautiful road that they've taken, 30 years to build? And they've even got to the point now where they've got laybys at critical places where you can stop and take the most magnificent photographs of those mountains in such detail that it is a world view that. We have beautiful wildlife. We don't talk about it enough. I love driving on a particular road when I'm stressed, 20 minutes away. And I drive there because the baboons visit. And this time of the year, the babies are now at the point where they're wanting to be independent of mom. And you watch how stressed those poor mothers are because the kids run all over the place. They do their thing. But that is worth watching, worth talking about. We have sunshine. We don't talk about it enough. And those of us in Muizenberg, we have this beautiful sea. And it's fun. I love going there and watching the visitors from the northern suburbs when they come to the beach for the first time on their surfboards. And you know it's the first time because as they get the surfboard, you can see they suddenly realize it's not that easy to get this vast plank into the sea. And you watch how they work it out. Now, for me, that is part of the beauty of South Africa. But I also want to talk about the economy today, and I'm going to use some statistics to try and prove my point. But in the United States, there is an index of funds called the S&P Standard & Poor 500 index. It's an index that you can buy if you want to own a cross-section of shares in the United States. A year ago, if you bought that index, you were paying what we call 36.6. In other words, if you bought those shares, it would take you 36 years to earn through dividends what you've just paid for those shares. That was a year ago. If you bought those shares today, the index is 21, which means in 1 year, those shares have lost 20 years worth of earnings. That's in the United States. Now we look to that country and we say it's a wonderful economy. So let's look at the equivalent in South Africa. If you bought the top 40 index a year ago here, you would have paid a price earning index of 16. If you buy it today, you're paying 14.5. So in the last year, we have lost 2.5 years of earnings, not 20 years of earnings. That actually means that we're getting better value in this country than we are elsewhere. So those of you who think all I need to do is win the lotto so I can put all my money in America, good luck to you. It's not a good thing that you're doing. In the last year, our shares have dropped 9% in value on the index. Go and look at those figures for other countries, and you'll see it's 2 and 3 times what we have lost. So if you're complaining about the shares in this country dropping, it's not a fraction of what it is outside. In terms of our exports, in the last 5 months, we have exported 791 billion rands worth of exports. Now, I've put these down in notes, so I'm not going to get the figures wrong. That is the best we've done ever. If we look at even in industries like mining industry, as of May this year, compared to 2019, our mines earned 92% more than they did in 2019. Now we indeed come to look at car sales. We're complaining about the price of new cars in South Africa. It's really high. Yet in the last year, we've bought 7% more cars, brand new, than we did a year ago. Did you know that we export cars as well in this country, legally, not stolen cars? Our exports in the past year went up by 18%. So, yes, we have a dysfunctional government, but it does not mean that the entire country is dysfunctional. It does not mean the wildlife is dysfunctional, the weather is dysfunctional, the sun is dysfunctional, or that the economy is dysfunctional. We need to be patting ourselves on the back a little more because we are fortunate in this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much.